Hey, grade one, happy Earth Day. Our focus for the next couple days is going to be about the Lorax. Now, hopefully, you either watched the movie, which looks like this image, or you read the book, which is our previous image, or you've watched the 25-minute version on YouTube, which should look a lot like this guy. Hopefully, you watched one of those to give you more of an understanding about the Lorax. But here's a couple activities that you need to do between today and tomorrow. So, our first sheet here is talking about how you would help the Lorax take care of the earth. So, at the bottom, there's a really important quote that I want to read, and it says, "Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not." So hopefully after you've watched this movie or you read or you like followed along with the book, that you've discovered that we are very responsible for our earth, and you can kind of see it with what's happening with this whole virus. So if I'm not sure if you've watched the news or if you've talked to mom and dad or your siblings about it, but basically our earth, with us being now stuck at home, our earth is a lot healthier. Even though we aren't, our earth is better. There's less air pollution because there's less cars. There's less water pollution because there's less boats out. Um, our environment is doing a lot better, and it's unfortunate that it's affecting us as humans. But I want you to think like the Lorax, okay? The Onceler was the one who made the mistakes, and he learned from those mistakes. But the Lorax was there to save the trees. He spoke for the trees. He spoke for the environment. So, how would you help him? What would you do to help him? So, you can draw a little picture, and I want you to write a couple sentences about what you would do to take care of the earth. What's something that you could easily do as just one person to help him? There's lots of fantastic ideas. It doesn't have to be just about the trees. You could talk about any other environmental thing that you notice might not be okay. Maybe something that's making our earth a little sick. How could you fix it? So if you are unable to print this page, that's okay. You can just write on a lined piece of paper and you can draw me your picture as well. And if you can color it in, I would appreciate it. So this is the first page. There's 4. So I'm just going to go through them all, and you can choose how you want to divide them up. So this is page number 1 of our list of to-dos. And then coming up on our next slide is going to be page number 2. So on this page, we have the question, what would you do with the last truffula seed? So we know truffulas are the trees that are in the Dr. Seuss, the Lorax movie. So those truffula trees, they're very colorful and they have the striped roots and whatnot, and it's incredible. So that very last truffula seed, before they planted it, what would have you done? Would you do the same thing as them? Or would you use it to create that truffula seed and then destroy the planet? What would you do with that last seed? How would you help the earth? What would you do? There's no right or wrong answer. I just want to know what you would do in that situation. And then on this page, this is just a coloring sheet. If you're unable to print anything and you can't do a coloring sheet, then I just highly recommend that you draw a picture of the Lorax, or you can draw something that's based on the Lorax. If you're able to print it off, this is a wonderful worksheet I would love you to color. This is going to be kind of part of art. Since we haven't been able to do a lot of art, I figured if we did a writing and an art activity, as well as watching either the audiobook of it, the 25-minute movie, or the hour movie, it would be really fun for you all. So this is just your coloring sheet to have lots of fun. And again, if you can't print this off, just grab a piece of paper and draw your favorite scene from the book or the movie, or maybe something that you've learned, or you can try to recreate this. It's your decision what you want to do for that little art piece. And then here is our last page. It's a little blurry. I'm not sure if it's blurry on your end, so I do apologize. But the title of it says The Land of the Lorax. So we have a graphic organizer here. So this is our Venn diagram. What we're going to do is we're making comparisons. So on the one left side of it, it says, before the Onceler arrived. So I want you to maybe write some facts about what did the environment look like before the Onceler arrived, before he started building stuff. On the very right side, it says after the Onceler arrived. So what started happening to the environment once he started doing his work? And then right in the middle, is there any similarities between the environment before and after? And if you can't think of any, that's fine. You can leave it blank. But I want you to at least give me some ideas, okay? If you're unable to maybe write down your ideas, you could also draw on that little Venn diagram to show what the environment used to look like. All right? Now, reminder, you have 2 days to do all of this. I know it might seem like a lot of work at once, but you have 2 full days. So have fun with this one. The Lorax is a wonderful, wonderful story. And it's a brilliant way of teaching everybody about how to protect and save the earth and be mindful of our actions. So I want you to remember to keep thinking about this, not just because it's Earth Day, but I want you to think about this from now on. What are some things that you can do to help the earth, to make it healthy again? So thank you so much, grade 1, and I hope you enjoy. Bye-bye.